Welcome into the Do It Well podcast. It's the show that's spending the entire summer talking about the biggest event in the world, the World Cup. We're here. We're coming at you live from MetLife Stadium, fresh off of France 3-1 victory over Senegal. Bets, super. It's nice to be out of the studio, huh?
It's nice to get some fresh air.
It's just fresh air.
I'm still trying to take this in, TDP. This is something.
Insane. Okay, so we're about to dig into France, Senegal.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to unpack. But before we do that, we start with a trivia question.
Okay.
Mrs. Producer, what is the trivia question?
When was the last Senegal-France game?
2002.
2002. I would guess
2002. Senegal won.
Senegal did.
And France's team had just won the World Cup, and they were being hyped up as the most talented team of all time. Senegal beat them 1-0. I came into today saying that history doesn't repeat, but it rhymes.
It does.
And I was expecting Senegal, like a scrappy something.
Yeah, I agree. And it's now 2 games in a row where Senegal, I was pretty high on them, even against the U.S. men's national team, and they just
100%.
did not perform.
They did not perform.
And also, fun fact, that was the first Senegal game in the World Cup ever when they beat France. That was their first.
2002
that was their first ever match.
That's a good fact.
And they beat the World Cup champions.
I love it.
Prior, so
that brain is
crazy.
just a soccer fact
Hey,
machine.
beginner's
Just
luck.
World Cup. Talk to me about any other league in the world. I won't know.
I love it.
I'll tell you what, they didn't look that bad today, though.
Yeah.
Like, first half, they could have been up. They had the 2 best chances of the first half.
100%.
It could have been 2-0 Senegal.
And we were saying that. Like France was just not looking great.
Yeah.
France didn't look like France.
But Senegal
didn't look like Les Blues.
Senegal looked good. And
No.
DDB, I'll let you say it, but your point on the fact if you covered everything up.
No, say it, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean,
say it.
I had
say it.
I had the same take, so I'll go ahead and say it. Because, we're sitting in the greatest seats in the house. Look at this center field. Can't make this up. This is what dreams are made of. So we were saying if we covered up the jerseys, covered up the badges, covered up the names, you would have thought that Senegal was the better team in the first half.
Yeah.
Second half is a different story. But I would like to see how that plays out. If Senegal can do 2 halves against the likes
100%.
of Norway, against the likes of Iraq, then, they're definitely going to make it out of the group. So,
What was the most, one sentence takeaway? Like, what are you walking out of this stadium thinking about both teams?
yeah.
France has a personnel issue. And we talked about it before.
Yeah.
They have, just an embarrassment of riches. And I don't think Deschamps has, totally figured out how to use them.
100%.
We saw kind of what came, when Bradley Barcola came on the field, he was by far the best player for the rest of the game.
100%.
And we didn't see him. But, I think, he's got to figure out how to make that front 4 work. Cherki didn't get subbed on until, 80th minute.
Oh, yeah.
Which I know you both were
Shocking.
surprised
I was
about
shocked
that.
by that.
And it just took too long for France to get going.
Yeah.
So, they're going to be fine. They're going to win the group, all those things. But, they really do, I think, have a personnel problem because you can't just play the best guys. You got to play the guys that work best together.
100%. And I think I understand Deschamps' vision, which is I'm just going to go put 4 of the most talented forwards in the world as my front 4. It's going to work.
Yeah.
And for 60 minutes, you're sitting there and you're like, something's off with this team.
Yeah.
And that to me, my biggest takeaway out of all of this is that was by far, I think, the worst 60 minutes of soccer that France could have played. And that's incredibly scary because they still won 3-1.
Right. Yeah.
Everything was clumsy in the first 60 minutes. No one looked like they gelled. We're sitting there thinking, is Senegal going to get a draw?
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, just a lightning play from Olise, who unlocked the defense with that pass.
And I was just about to
And
bring him up. Exactly.
Yeah.
When at halftime, we came up to grab a bite and grab a bite to eat, get a snack.
We sure did.
And that's what I had to say. I was very high on Olise. I have him as winning the golden boot at the end of the tournament, and I felt like he just looked like he was lost. I didn't even think he got on the ball maybe 3 times, which he's a key player. When you can see when he gets on the ball, he's a huge
He's so
threat.
dangerous. He's the only player out of Mbappé, Dembele, Desiree Doué, and Olise. Olise felt like the only one who was looking for kind of that clinical last pass.
Yeah, I think he's the only guy that could be the 10. That could be
Agreed.
like the playmaker
Agreed.
out of those guys. I think Jerky could be it if he was
on the field. Yeah.
But yeah, I think out of that front four that started, he's the only guy that creates. For others.
Yeah.
Like Mbappe is never going to create for someone else other than Mbappe.
I'd love
But
to
when
know.
you're banging in goals like that, you don't need a create.
Yeah, it was crazy how it still went in so beautifully, and I didn't even think he struck it that well.
Me neither.
It kind of just like dipped.
It's a
right over the
nonchalant. It was so
keeper.
French.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was so French. Like I'm just gonna sit. I'm not even gonna look like I'm really hitting this down.
I'm together right over it. Yeah, it was
top 90.
it was beautiful.
I think France has a goalkeeper problem. I do. I think that like that is probably their weakest position. And like the goal, Senegal deserved to get one goal today,
100%.
but it wasn't on that play. It's a pretty poor finish. It goes straight at the keeper. Keeper moves out like it's bad goalkeeping.
Yeah, also-
I think that is by far their weakest position.
Well, I think the keeper almost gave up a goal at the end there where like it went over his head.
Yeah.
It had to like
Just
grab it
cleared
off
off the line.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
No, I think that's definitely something to keep in mind for the rest of the tournament. I mean, goalkeepers win games, defense wins games. So if he's not going to be there, that's going to be scary for them.
Who do you think was the standout player for this French team? Was it Mbappé with the 2 goals? Was it Olise, the playmaker?
Go ahead.
After the second goal, I think it's tough to say it wasn't Mbappe.
Yeah.
It also, I believe, breaking the French record now for World Cup
the French
goals,
record. He did.
which is super impressive.
Unbelievable.
Kudos to him. But I love Olise. I think the momentum really started with that Wonder World pass right through, sliced the defense like butter.
Yeah.
It was
like Swiss cheese.
Absolutely right through him, and let Mbappe to just get a tapping goal, which then. Once the first goal came, the game really opened up. We were talking about it.
100%.
Once the first goal comes, it's going to really just open up for some more.
What's funny about this France team is that I actually think this France team is not the best possession team in the third, break you down with the 20 passes. This France team thrives on counterattacks. And so the moment they had their first goal, Senegal starts opening up. Senegal has to start attacking.
Yeah.
Now what happens? Now you have Barcola with 40 yards of space to run in and Mbappe with acres of space to run in, and they score 2 more goals.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's like I said, my biggest takeaway from all of this is that France looked as bad as I think they possibly could look. Just every pass looks like clumsy and nothing's gelling, and then just out of nowhere with the quality they have, 3 goals.
No, it was like
that.
I think they approached it kind of with that like French arrogance.
Yeah,
where they were like,
We're going to win this game. We are going to win this game. It doesn't matter if we complete.
we will stroll into
I
think like to the counterattacking point, I think it's kind of like the inverse of the problem that Spain has.
Yeah,
which is when teams sit in, they kind of like struggle. Like France struggles to pick them apart because they don't have those guys. They want to have their guys isolate on the wings, running at them.
Yeah, with the speed. Utilize
France
the speed.
wants to pick you apart. Or Spain wants to pick you apart.
Right.
But the French kind of like, they are kind of like way better when they're in the open field.
100%. With space to play.
Yeah.
Like the second goal, which was Barcola, was Senegal had the ball on the left-hand side. The right back poked it out to Rabiot, who just took one touch in, fired a great through ball to Barcola, and then Barcola had a cool as you like finish.
Went the entire length of the field in like 3 passes.
It was really special to see. Oh, that's our cue.
a boo-boo
sound. You're calling me.
That is.
It's time to go suit up.
I mean, yeah, that just gave me goosebumps. Vuvuzela, throwback to 2010 South Africa, one of the best World Cups, not worst.
100%.
One of the best World Cups of all time. And I was just thinking, when I was sitting in this chair in this beautiful box, it got me thinking. The 2010 World Cup sounds a lot like the 2026 World Cup. It's got that vibe. It's got the special feeling. It got that magic in the air. This is, I mean,
it's magical.
It's so easy to just sit there and be like, oh, nothing will ever top the 2010 World Cup. We're living in it right now. This is going to be better than the 2010 World Cup. This is 2026 in the United States of America. Make history, enjoy it, go to the bar, go to the game, watch with friends, enjoy it, skip work.
Hey, listen, that's you. I think you said very famously that the only center back. Actually, sorry, you didn't. You said the only team that can stop this France team is the United States of America. Has your opinion changed after watching it live?
And I said it with my heart on my sleeve, as I always do. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to do it well, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it well. I'm going to mean it. But I think that the United States looked better than France in this opening round of World Cup.
play.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the first game, I say it proudly.
Any team that's played, the U.S. is still probably
The one
had the
team
most,
that has
impressive
impressed
performance.
me.
Yeah.
One team who has impressed me. I will say it. Like, I'll prove that I am not just so arrogant that I will just ride the U.S. no matter what. I think the one team that's impressed me is Sweden. I thought they looked super strong, 5-1 win.
Yeah.
Put it away early.
I can't agree with you.
No,
I can't.
you can.
Listen.
yes.
Who are they playing?
Yeah.
Tunisia. Like
Tunisia.
It's hard to gauge. I think Sweden looked far better than anybody thought they were going to look.
certainly, you
And, like,
better than you thought.
Yeah,
they were.
I did not think Sweden was going to be good at it.
Yeah.
But I think like Graham Potter has like a really good system.
Yeah.
But I mean, Tunisia.
But whistle to whistle, first game of the World Cup, United States over France.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll keep saying it. I don't really care. What are you going to do?
I mean, this France team is scary. And I don't think Deschamps has figured out.
completely just shut down when I
He's like, I got a message
I
for
mean, this
America.
France game is scary.
No, this France team, to me, like watching that game and just seeing the embarrassed, like Barcola on most teams might be their best player.
Mhm.
And he came on as like an 80-minute guy, 75th minute guy.
No,
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
it is.
It's like sitting there watching France play so bad, and yet with just like 20 minutes of good play from them, they just destroy. I think a good Senegal team.
Yeah.
Who, like Senegal is they should be the AFCON champions. These are the AFCON champions.
They're my AFCON
They're my,
champions.
They're my. I mean, there was a fan sitting right here who had African champions.
champions.
Funny saying, I love that.
Yeah, but I think it does say a lot too to the confidence of the starting 11 from the gaffer, kept them in. They weren't playing
which
great.
by the way, that to me was the story of the first half.
Yeah.
Which is Desiree Doué, who's a guy that I've been pushing for. I mean, like I watched one highlight video from this guy. I couldn't sleep because I was all in on him. But the first 25 minutes of the game, he had 7 turnovers and 1 completed pass. And frankly, like he stayed until the 80th minute. And I just didn't think he did much. And I thought a guy like, you bring Cherokee on to be the guy that can find that pass. I was baffled that Deschamps didn't make a change earlier. And to me, what that says is that Deschamps believes in the 4 guys that he put out there. He wanted them to figure it out.
Deschamps believes in himself.
He does not.
I thought it was crazy how long he waited to make changes.
Unbelievable.
Considering it was a 0-0 game.
And they looked bad.
Crazy.
And Senegal hit the post.
Yeah.
Should have scored in the 6-yard box in the first half. And I like credit to Deschamps for being like, no, my guys are going to figure it out. They did.
Yeah.
And after they did, they looked scary.
Yeah, I really hope
They
that
looked
bites him
scary.
in the butt later on in the tournament
Me
when they
too.
face the big red, white, and blue. But
maybe.
And what to you guys? What was the most shocking thing of this entire match? Was it the Desiree staying on too long? Was it Senegal being in the game so late? What's the most shocking thing that happened today?
I think Doué was like really bad.
He was
Really bad. That was the most shocking thing. Like, I mean, Mbappé scored 2 goals. I'm not surprised.
Not surprised.
Olise was making the game happen. Not surprised.
yeah,
But Doué is a really high
really good
quality player who
Really
was
good
starting over
player.
Turkey and was really bad.
Was really
And
bad.
I think it was more than anything, I think watching him play, he couldn't really find his game. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I think with PSG, he kind of has his role under Enrique where he's like, okay, I'm going to press the hell out of the other team and get the ball and run him. And here, he would float to the 10, he would go out wide, and he just never really found his footing.
He never did. I mean, he had one in like the 75th minute. He had one run down the left side, got a shot off. That was the first player where I was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of life from Doué.
Yeah.
Other than that, I like sincerely when you have that. If you have a guy on the field who has 7 turnovers in a row, the only reason you keep him in is because you're like, I don't know if I have anyone on the bench.
Yeah.
That is not the story for this France team. They have Barcola, Cherokee.
Yeah.
Like they got guys.
No, they do.
So I mean, credit to Deschamps. They got the win. But I don't know. I'm seeing some chinks in the France armor, at least in that first 60 minutes.
absolutely. For me, the most shocking moment, and it's a little bit of a different take than what the normal shocking moment would be, was, I look over here at the end of the game. France is going around to all the French, fans and supporters that came out, and I look to the other side of the field, and Senegal was doing the same exact thing, which has me thinking this is kind of like we this is the start of the World Cup. We just faced an amazing side. We didn't get absolutely destroyed. We had some great moments.
Absolutely.
Let's
this
move
is a
on.
dangerous Senegal team.
Let's move on to the next 2 games, and let not be heartbroken.
Yeah.
This isn't like a game that we were expected to win.
Correct.
So let's stay positive. So I love to see that. I was shocked by that. I thought maybe they would be like, oh my gosh, we had so many moments. Great start in the first half. Could have put them away a couple times, but they were pretty positive at the end.
Absolutely.
Going up to the support section.
Their goal, but if it wasn't for the Mbappé screamer at the end,
my gosh.
the Senegal goal. He made the defender fall down, rocketed the ball in, had the entire stadium on their feet.
Crazy.
It was a spectacular goal. And then, frankly, and this is scary, and I can't say I'm an Mbappé guy. I can't look at the camera and say that I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not an Mbappé guy, but watching Mbappé score those 2 goals, that man is dangerous. He just broke the all-time France scoring record.
Yeah.
He's 2 away from Messi now.
He's 2 away from Messi.
In the World
3
Cup.
away from close, or maybe 4 away from the all-time.
It is crazy. It's like a 28-year-old. It's pretty.
It's insane.
Ridiculous.
And I have to
which makes me want to throw up that the next time we'll see Mbappé in a World Cup, he'll be 31, 32.
It's crazy.
That's
crazy.
horrendous. That's every
It's
4
crazy.
years.
One thing that I think we've all been keeping an eye on with Mbappé is what is his attitude going to be, given that he's a little bit older, he's not a kid anymore. You can't just write off some of the immaturity as, he's 22.
Yeah.
How is he going to be as a leader of this team? And so I'm watching his body language, and even after the goal, it actually did seem like the team was bought in on him. And he seemed after he scored, he seemed in great spirits. He's pumping the fans up. He's hugging Deschamps. Mbappé looked scary today.
Yeah.
And it looked like his team was behind him, which
look, as head Mbappe hater,
you are a head Mbappé hater.
maybe it is just if you're that good, it doesn't matter how toxic
you are.
He's just that good.
And
where people are gonna follow him.
He is,
And they're going to look to him.
He's really good. Any chance you bring up hate, any chance I can get Kukurea, nice performance yesterday. You looked absolutely horrible getting crossed up by someone who makes
so the show,
less than the guy in sales.
2 on the players that we know. You hated Mbappe, he killed it. You hate Kukurea.
All right.
Fair. It's fair.
But I will bring a positive back to light, and this is kind of just a whole as a World Cup. If you don't have the opportunity to make it to a stadium, at least get together with a group of people you love and watch these games. It's something special in the air, this World Cup. And when you get to spend it with people you really love and want to be around, it makes that much better. Being able to have the opportunity to be in the stadium, seeing groups of people come together, probably people who haven't seen each other in a while, coming to watch it here in New Jersey, New York is awesome. And I really would love for everyone else to do it. Yeah.
And can we just
something
say,
in the air.
we're in Jersey right now.
Yeah.
This is New Jersey.
Yeah, this is New Jersey. It's not New York, New Jersey.
No shade to the stadium. It was the crowd packed it. It was almost at capacity today.
No shade to the stadium, but all shade to the state of New Jersey.
Yeah. We are fully in New Jersey.
We are fully in New Jersey.
Like armpit.
Can I say a compliment though?
You can
this
try.
didn't feel like a football stadium to me, which is a good thing.
No.
FIFA did a great job of making it feel like I'm in Europe somewhere in a stadium. And that's a compliment. If I had come in here and said, "Oh, this feels like MetLife," that's a problem. So the fact that it felt like a soccer stadium was really special.
It's the culture, it's the environment of footy, and it's awesome. Just the chance and looking. I can't remember. I've been to MetLife a bunch. I can't remember the last time I came here and the stadium was sold out, packed out.
The atmosphere was electric. People were on their feet, screaming both sides. It was deafening. Deafening.
It's like people right on the field, all the way up to the nosebleeds. It's maybe gross from the outside, but when you get inside here and from the aerial view, it's a great World Cup final spot. I think, in my opinion.
I totally agree.
And you're close to the Mecca. You're not in the Mecca, but you're close to the Mecca.
Pro New Yorker over here.
For real. Great place to raise a family. How you doing?
So, while we're here, guys, any doing it well and not doing it well that we just observed today in the stadium?
Okay, I got to do it well, actually. I met a young man outside the stadium today who was about, I don't know, he was 12, 11. I didn't see any ID. But I said, like, where you from, dude? He said he's from Iraq and he came here by himself.
Wow.
Yeah. He was like,
That's
yeah.
dedication.
He was like, yeah, my dad brought me on the plane, but then he had to go home. So I was like, so you're here on your own? And he said, yeah. And I was like, well, are you just seeing this game? He's like, no, I'm seeing a couple games.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
that is
What
a football
legend.
fan.
That is a football
Are you
fan.
kidding me?
That's so diehard.
Oh my god.
Was he so who was he rooting? He's rooting for Iraq? Yeah, I'm assuming.
Probably just maybe bid on getting a ticket for the group and ended up getting.
I
Got
think
it.
he's
Okay.
here. I think he's here to like pick up girls or something.
He's here to find a way.
Yeah, but that's my doing it well. Shout out that kid.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
My doing it well, just from the top of mine, and I'll swallow my words and my pride for a little bit, but. The New Jersey Transit, there was a lot of talk about how are people going to get to the stadium. There's no tailgating. There's no this. I went right to Pennsylvania Station, right in the Mecca, and got here in less than an hour. And I thought that they did a great job of keeping the lines precise, keep the people put. I felt like I was in Chipotle. What do you want? Chicken, steak. It was like line B, spot A. Get right there to the stadium. I got
That's
here in no
amazing.
time, and I was impressed.
That is a big
Kudos.
deal.
Kudos
That's a big
to
deal.
Jersey Transit. I'll
Because
never
I will
take
say-
you any other time than the World Cup.
As someone who drove in, it could be better.
Yeah,
It could
so
be better.
It could be better.
I could be
That's
doing
why
it.
not doing that.
not doing it well.
I'll go there.
And I'll pick it back.
I'm not doing it well.
Co-sign.
Is whoever on the FIFA whatever committee decided that fan parking should be 275 beans.
So they get you.
Dude, like $275 for parking.
For parking.
Yeah.
For parking.
We got mouse to feed.
That's an NFL ticket.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like and then like
Insane.
and I heard, they want to disincentivize people from Why? Tailgating
Yeah.
is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
We're in America. Like,
And then-
you're making some poor fan spend $250 on parking to sit in, like,
Yeah, and then you gotta walk like a
And
mile
yeah,
to get to the
I
stadium
walked through
doors.
like 7
Yeah.
Sephoras to get here. Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like,
That's going to be the American dream. Oh, been there.
Yeah. So that's where I was like, oh my God.
They've actually got some great deals. Check it out on Saturday.
Hey, no plugs, no free, no spot. You gotta sponsor this show.
That's the mall. I saw a bookie.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I will say, I think my doing it well is the Senegalese fan who sat here
Yeah.
on their feet the entire match with a jersey that just read African champion. Now, were they the actual African champion? No, Morocco was given the actual AFCON title. But to come out here with that swagger
Yeah.
against the World Cup finalists and not sit down the entire match. Shout out to Senegal. I mean, Africa
Shout
for
out.
Africa. That's all
Africa for
I'm saying.
Africa.
Africa for Africa.
Yeah, I did see that fan, and kudos to you. That's some grit right there.
Yeah.
And not doing it well, I'm actually just going to have to skip right over the falls because the day and the vibes are just so good right now. I'm sitting in this
That's
beautiful.
Great shout.
I'm
That's their
sitting somewhere
positivity.
I shouldn't be. And this is just like
Oh,
dream come true,
Yeah.
childhood come true.
it's a fever dream. It's a
Yeah,
fever.
if there's anyone who's not
It's
doing it
super.
well, it's me if I went on my phone for 1 second this
Yeah.
entire
Yeah.
time. So I
Amen.
just
Yeah,
can't.
I mean, Foss,
right down.
Foss, we were like,
I got
Foss, how you doing? He was like, guys, I need to go to the bathroom so bad, and I can't get out of my seat because I
Exactly.
was the second
That's
of that
sad.
game.
I started seeing a trip down his leg.
Yeah, he saw the Mbappé goal and he's like, "Oh crap, I gotta get on national TV and talk about this."
National TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing for it.
No,
Yeah.
it was great.
It was epic. It was epic.
Super.
And listen, I think this will be. I can't say that we're gonna be back here in a box doing another post game show, but I'm praying we are. I'm praying we're back. I'm praying we're
praying.
back.
I'm also.
I'm also praying. Yeah.
Keep watching, keep liking,
But it's up
keep
to
doing
you guys.
everything
We
you can.
need you guys
We
to
need you,
like
yeah,
the
support.
videos
Listen,
and support.
we need bets to be back at MetLife and then Mecca for another game.
Right
Please,
outside the
there.
Mecca. Right outside the Mecca, no. But if the United States play here on July 19th, I will no longer be on this earth because just my heart will be pounded straight
love
through
it.
my chest. But yeah, I hope
love
I
it.
see them here
I
on
love it.
July
Well, fellas,
19th. That'd be amazing.
Thank you guys for joining us on this impromptu episode. And if you're going to do it well.